Hello, and welcome to the boring part of the intro where I quickly explain one thing about this game. Obviously, this is a game that is set in Neverwinter where 4 cartoon bunnies have somehow found their way here. And I wanted to sort of have something to lean in to the silliness, so I gave my players a feat that I made called Toon Time. It's kind of like a self-use bardic inspiration type thing. They're given a number of charges, and for each charge they use, it gives them a corresponding die. One charge is like a D4, 2 charges, D6, so on and so forth, until you get to the point where you realize that I gave them 15 charges, and if for any reason they use all 15 at once, it's a D100. Just wanted to make sure there was no confusion of any kind. So it's time for the big cartoon special. Let's go! So you guys are obviously a little herd of bunnies, not from the world that you are currently in. You are in a land called Neverwinter. You were brought here by some means that you are not fully aware of. It just seems to have happened out of nowhere. Things got crossed, worlds were colliding, and now you are all here. You've been traveling around. You've just been going and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
We've just woken up. The birds are chirping.
It's a bright, sunny day. And after discussing with some people in this town that you have found yourself in, you've learned that there is a wizard somewhat in the outskirts that might be able to help you. They might be powerful enough to send you back to where you came, and it may not just be so easy. They may ask for something, but this is really the only lead you have, so you have ventured towards this wizard's tower, and it doesn't take you long to get there. You see this rather, calling it a tower is a bit of a stretch. It seems kind of short. It's got its darker blue bricks that stack up pretty high, and then once you get to the top of this building, it turns into a much lighter blue stack. But it's a tower, I guess. You are now standing at the door of this building, but before we try to see what we're doing next, let's introduce all of the characters. John, would you like to go first?
My name is Theodore Thump. I am I'm a bard. I'm an entertainer. It's kind of on hard times, But I'm gonna get my big break. I'm gonna get my big break soon. So I am a bit of a light gray rabbit, standing about 3.5, maybe 4 feet, 4 feet tall, and I am wearing a dull red overall sort of top with a white shirt and a bow tie.
Incredible. Let's see. I think this is Mark. Would you like to go next?
Ooh, didn't prepare at all.
I've just been watching the whole time.
Yeah, Jefferson Hours at your service. I am a black rabbit in a debonair white suit with a gold chain sticking out of his pocket. It might be connected to a stopwatch. It might be connected to a clock. Who knows what it's connected to? And I am a sorcerer supreme of all things clockwork and time magic. A chronomancer, if you would.
And Karita.
Hello, my name is Ducks Bunny. I'm a pretty tall, lanky bunny that's light gray with some white markings, and I'm a bit of a trickster. And I'm always gnawing on a carrot. Got plenty of those in my bag.
Andrew.
I'm Bon. I'm a tan, small rabbit girl, and I'm a warlock. To anyone else, I just look like any other small child rabbit. Before coming here, I was just in the woods with a buddy, and then I just happened to find myself here with all you guys.
That buddy didn't happen to be a blue hedgehog or whatever the fuck Tails is.
No.
A fox?
You don't.
We can't talk about this. There were so many things wrong, and we're just going to have to move on. You are all standing in front of the door of this wizard's tower. Who would like to do anything in this moment?
We can, does somebody want to knock on the door? Is there a door? Do I see a door?
You're in front of a door. as I stated 5 seconds ago.
Does anyone see a door here? Feeling up the door.
It's like, oh, I didn't have my eyes open. Oh,
I slap Bon hand away from the door and I go, yes, a gentleman does always knock. And then I go up and knock on the door.
I think you already missed your beat. Somebody already knocked.
that was me.
I'm always late. I'm late for everything.
While you are all figuring out how to knock at this door to to properly greet yourselves, the door does open after a moment passes. As it opens, you see closer towards the ground, it is actually an imp that greets you there. And they just sort of look at you all, and he reaches his hand out and says, "Oh, hi, kitty." He's reaching out to you, Theodore. He's trying to pet you.
Hang on. Hands are so sweaty. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, kitty.
Oh, are you? Am I Kitty or are you Kitty?
I think you're Kitty.
I'm Kitty.
Good, kitty. He's just trying to scratch you more and more. It's probably like a little rough too, because he's got like claws.
I suppose this is how you say hello in these places. Can someone get their small demon-like child thing, please?
Tut now, my good man, my good imp. Please stop harassing my companion. And I sort of like knock his little claw away. And I go, would you please, we're standing out here on the threshold. Could you please let us in? Shall we cross this liminal space?
Are you here to see the master?
Yes. The dominus of this abode.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. You may come in.
I straighten my suit a little bit and I head in.
All right. When you walk in, it's not a very remarkable entryway. The only thing that you can see is just a wooden winding staircase that is going upward.
Minimalist. I like it.
Place reminds me of my my last apartment. Spartan, I mean.
And this little imp just sort of gestures that you follow and starts walking up the stairs. As you are walking up these stairs, you realize you've been walking for quite some time, and it seems like that this tower is a bit larger on the inside than it seems to give off on the outside.
Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Karina, I've been listening to so much fucking cartoon. You just gonna have to fucking go with me on this one.
Are the stairs singing?
It's in some Disney shit.
It's a fucking nutcracker, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But it is also used in other Disney.
Frequently. This is 100% Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm. But it actually, like, walking up these stairs actually takes a few minutes. It seems that this tower is, like, not just a little taller, but much, much taller than meets the eye. And
is it clear that we're, like, actually going up?
Yes, it's not a Mario 64 staircase.
I was gonna make all right, everyone, turn around. You need to crouch and press A.
You're very clearly going higher and higher. It's not a repeating, winding hallway as you go upward. It is just seems to be a lot of this illusory magic to kind of keep this tower inconspicuous in the outskirts of the town you were in. And as you reach the top of these stairs, you enter into a study. There are bookshelves on all of the walls, a desk near the center of the room that is covered in various potions and trinkets, some ink-stained parchment, and this little imp, I think, is just standing there waiting like, the master will be here soon.
Thank you, Mr. Imp.
Please call me Not.
Thank you, Mr. Not.
Not.
Is that like in U-T?
G-N-U-T.
Thank you, Mr. Not.
Yes.
He must be one of them French imps.
We're gonna start immediately twiddling with like all the lab equipment and stuff.
Just breaking shit.
I'm gonna go over to one of the bookshelves and just start.
I'm going to examine I'm going to examine the books with my good man Theodore.
So Jefferson, do you have something against the French?
Oh, well, in the war, we were on opposite sides, so, it's just a bit of old scars.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
You know how it is.
Yep.
I just realized I didn't grab my dice.
Oh fuck, mine's still in the bag.
How are you gonna make rolls, Corita?
My
But
desk is
I had a
small for
different
my desk.
session, I forgot.
She has her stool next to her.
It's okay.
Just rolls
I
the
grabbed my
stool.
nastiest set.
The nasty.
You're freak
set.
nasty.
Oh yeah,
is
no.
it?
Let me take a quick photo of this.
Oh no.
It's a nasty ass set. Oh, let me post a photo of this die.
Oh man.
Oh, that's a cool.
The D6 is that barrel-looking one.
Oh yeah.
These look like places of like sacrifices. Like all of them could be buildings that sacrifices happen inside.
One of them looks like a
It's true.
UFO.
Yeah, even that.
Are you guys just glancing at the books, or are you sort of looking much further than just a cursory glance?
I'm a gentleman, so I will take a book and read one.
And read one. Okay.
Bonbon's still with a nut.
You're just gonna stand there
Theodore is
with that.
going to pick up one and pretend like he knows what it is he's looking
He
at.
doesn't know how to
Okay,
read.
give me a performance check then.
For performance, I have a 15.
A 15? Yeah, like you really look like like you're reading right now.
Oh,
Just like nodding along to be like, that's that's interesting. Jeff, what do you got over there? Shoves the book back into the bookcase.
Jefferson remembers that Theodore will now be is a frequent reader, so he notes that. What do I have over here?
Well, I would say I don't think you need to really roll an investigation unless you want to like know anything like super detailed. But it is essentially just a spell book. Like this is just a spell book of very powerful types of magic. And I don't know how aware. See, this is another thing I was thinking about with this particular game. I don't know what your guys' knowledge is going to be of anything
yeah.
ever. But that's, I guess, up for you to decide. I'm not going to obviously be stingy about any of this, but it's very powerful magics, and whether you know anything about that or not, this person that resides in this tower has some absolute gusto just from a cursory glance at one of these books.
The calligraphy.
The calligraphy.
It cuts to the book, and it's just like sands. It's impact font.
Karita, why don't you give me a perception check?
It would have been great if I also opened the dice bag and took some dice out instead of just
Just
putting
roll
it
the
on my
whole
lap.
bag.
Just roll all of it and then pick your favorite D20 with the highest number.
Is that how that works? Awesome.
I think they all have a 20 on them. I almost took my character sheet for Oscar's campaign out. Where is my perception?
Look,
There it
that
is.
campaign you've been doing for years
16.
doesn't matter.
16. Okay, then I will say, you notice something about the room while everybody is just sort of like going about their business. You see that the room is like sort of magically darkening in some way. And you also notice this smoke starts creeping across the floor. And it gets the two who are looking at the books first. They are none the wiser. It just the smoke goes over their feet and they realize they can't move from where they're at. And then it gets to Bonbon, and then eventually it reaches you. And then from every direction inside this room, you hear, "You have entered into my tower, the great wizard known as Tindarius the Green. What business do you have being here? Speak!
What's up, Doug?
I'm here for a job interview.
Are you being for real right now?
I give a golf clap because I just love a good performance.
What business do you have in my tower?
Show business. Sir.
I don't know if this is really the place for you then.
I would
I-
like to go home.
Yeah, that too, I suppose.
You want to go home? Then why don't you turn around and leave?
We're not from here.
Where's the lightning coming from?
It's not in the back, it's just clicking the button.
It's like,
Actually, the queen's like, hang on, nut, just like cut that out.
Theodore pulls out a one of those bits of metal that makes the thunder noise in like behind the scenes and like makes the same noise.
Bonbon's just shivering.
We appreciate the theatrics, but maybe we could talk to you.
Silence!
I thought we were doing quite a lot of silence.
You're gonna enter into my tower, the great wizard known as Tindarius the...
I think he's been hidden that green.
And then after you hear this coughing happen, you see
an opium addict.
You see,
I know of them well.
You see an old man crawling out from behind the desk. He's got very long, wispy white hair and milky eyes with this large hooked nose, and he just goes, "Oh, after all these years, I still know how to really razz them."
Like a berry.
Well, this guy's a hack.
No,
That's what he was doing, that's for sure.
sometimes it's fun to stave off those that wander in here with whatever purposes they seek a powerful wizard such as myself.
I thought it was really cool.
Thank you.
Well met, my good sir, and I shake his hand.
Oh, that's quite the grip you've got there.
Oh, are we released from the smoke?
Oh, yes. Yeah, when he goes and like hits a lever, he goes, "Oh, yeah, sorry about that," and then he flips the lever and, "Yes, sorry, it's just, like I said, it's a little fun to, I used to do this a lot more in my heyday. So, you want to go home? You say you're not from here, but you don't mean from the area, you mean like something more beyond that?"
Yes, indubitably. We are all from different lands, completely different universes. I came from a hole, as most rabbits do, but not a hole in this area.
Nut? You heard about Nut?
Yeah, he's over there.
Oh, hello. And the Nut waves. So you want to go back to your hole?
Yes, sir.
So, I understand why you would seek power such as myself, but I would ask something of you before I send you on your merry way.
I'm still messing with his lab equipment, by the way.
Don't touch that, you little rascally rabbit.
Oh, sir, I apologize for my companion's behavior, but if you could get to the part where we need to do something for you, a quid pro quo, we are on a bit of a time schedule. Or at least I am.
Okay, well, so, when I was a very young boy, before I went to Wizard College, I would have this incredible pie back at my home village. And
Jefferson pulls out his clock and just starts looking at it.
oh, bless you. Would you like a hanky?
No, thank you. I don't like guys named Hank.
Okay, and then he slowly starts walking to one of his walls that has some like handkerchiefs, and it's incredibly slow pace of walking.
I use my mage hand to grab it and wipe Roger's face with it.
Oh, that was very handy. Where was I?
You Wizard College.
Oh, yes. When I was a very young boy, before I went to Wizard College, I was very fond of this pie at my old village. And, well, I don't know if you can tell by my youthful vigor, but I don't have much time left on this plane. And, excuse me.
I'd say you have about 23 hours, 14 minutes, and 5 seconds.
What was that?
Oh, nothing, sir. Just admiring your spry nature and your energetic personality.
He said you don't have long.
Well, that's what I was saying. Anyway, where was I? So I don't have much time left for this plane, and the one thing that you can't do in the astral plane when you're sort of swimming around is have a damn good pie. And right now in this tower resides only me and my nut over there.
Would you like a carrot?
Maybe. You know, I already had a bit of a snack, but maybe later.
So what kind of pie? What kind of pie is it?
What kind of pie it was? It was the best pie. Oh, Grammy's special apple pie.
Theodore's going to like scour through. Let's see. He's going to use minor illusion to create a pie like in his hands. It's gonna have like the cartoon wisp of like scent, but obviously he's not gonna be able to do the scent.
Oh, I can do the scent.
There we go.
I use prestidigitation.
creates like this pie, and it's like it says Granny's best pie on it.
Ah, you think you can pull a fast one on the great Tendarius the Green?
Would it work if it was slower?
You misspelled her name.
Well, no, sir. Sorry. He was just trying to figure out what kind of pie you like. Would you like to show what different apples looks like? And so the pie stays the same, but we go through a list of different types of apples. And so the pie always just looks the same as we go through. We've got green apples. We've got Cosmic Crisp. We've got, new Fruity, Crispy, and Fruity.
Pink ladies.
I can
Pink
feel
ladies.
my very essence withering as you speak.
Flips it every time to another type
another
of pie.
Like, what? And it always looks the same. What pie were you thinking about? What apples can we get you, sir? Golden apples of Atlas?
Well, you can try your best to make it, but if you don't have the recipe, you're not gonna come anywhere near the way Grammy made it.
We would never assume to supersede your grandmother's great
It's
cooking
not
abilities.
my grandmother. Keep up. What are you?
And where do we get this recipe, Doc?
Ah, yes. So, back in my home village,
And he pulls out a map, and it shows how to get from where you're at to this village. It looks like it's about a day and a half worth of journeying if you walk. And he
He's
says,
gonna be dead by then.
the problem here is that I can't just send anyone to the bakery because it was overrun by goblins when I left, and no one wants to risk their life for a simple but amazing pie recipe.
What kind of goblins we talking? We talking like normal goblins? We talking like feisty goblins, mind goblins?
Mind goblins.
They're mind goblins?
Mind goblins are taking over the bakery.
Oh,
talking like
that's
goblins from
terrible. They're
Spider-Man?
really smart.
Like Willem Dafoe goblins, cool goblins.
Yes, everything you've said.
Mind goblins are really smart. Where I'm from, mind goblins are really smart. They get into everything. They just can't get enough of whatever it is that they can fit in their mouths.
Where I'm from, my goblins mind their business.
So, if you could go and even just acquire the recipe, I may be able to try Grammy's apple pie once more before I wither away from this plane.
He thinks I'm assuming into the chair at that point.
Will you do this for me?
You better not wither away while we're gone.
Oh, I don't count on it. Do we have a deal?
Sure. Yeah. I have a job interview that I got to get to, so we got to make this fast.
Oh, okay. Not go acquire the equipment. We could settle out. I have a few magical items that I've really not had much time to do with because I've got powerful arcane magics at my side. I've had no need for some of these things.
Theodore hits the piece of metal again just to make the sound.
That's quite the trick.
But those are for kids.
Yes. It's very all right.
and then after this incredible conversation, Nut comes back. He's trying to carry all of these like magical items to the desk, and then he drops all of them on top of the desk itself. And you all see a smattering of items. You see a coin.
A smattering.
You see 2 rings. You see 2 bags. You see a set of pipes, and you even see a vial.
Can I try to swipe the coin?
Do you mean just like before everybody else, or from the old man?
Before just take it.
Yeah, sure.
Can
Can I
it from
do it
his
in a way
hand?
before they see it?
Yeah. If you want, then give me a sleight of hand check. If you're trying to do it without anyone else seeing.
I
Yeah.
hope you have sleight of hand.
Oh, fucking hell yeah. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't even hit the table, and you just swipe it. And then what the fuck is his name again? Tindarius? Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Of course,
leans
he would
over.
forget his own name.
He like pulls out one of those little magnifiers for his eye so he can get a closer look at these items and say,
Okay. So we have 2 rings and these 2 bags and this set of pipes and a vial of glue. Is anyone interested in using any of these on your adventure?
When you say pipes, what kind of pipes? Are they like musical instrument pipes, or are we talking like metal pipes?
We're talking like musical instrument pipes, my man.
Okay. Yeah, what kind? Are they like a pan pipe or what?
They're like pipe bombs.
They're
Yeah.
pipe bomb?
Yeah, they're like a little pan
Pipe
flute.
bomb be upon you.
I'd say they're like a pan flute, you know.
Okay. So I'm pretty good with pipes and flutes and other types of instruments. Sometimes
Really
of
know how to blow,
destruction.
don't you?
I have spent some time. I've spent some time doing so.
Would you like a hanky?
He will blow you under the table.
I'll blow you out the water. That's for sure.
He starts walking over to the handkerchiefs again, real slow. Like.
I don't need those. So okay.
You sound like you were going to cry, my good man.
No, I'm good. It's fine to show emotion. I would take the pipes.
So, these pipes, I know in some way they are magical, but I've been so focused on my own
Heard that before.
arcane, and I also never really knew how to play them properly, so I never got to see the extent of what they can do. So,
Well, by golly, I can be your rabbit. I can not yours in terms of like ownership,
oh
but
no, that
I
would
can.
be strange.
Yep. Yeah. What?
I wouldn't like that very much.
Nope. Not me. Not me neither. Let's go ahead. May I give them a shot?
Oh yes, if you would like.
Theodore gets the pan flutes. He's gonna see what they do.
Okay, you are going to expend one charge from these pipes. What kind of song you playing, just out of curiosity?
He's gonna drop right into
Pop goes the weasel.
he's gonna go into a big brass band sort of sound on a pan flute.
Kind of like I wish I knew the name of the song so I could just pull it up right now, but it's like ba 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 ba, like that kind of shit.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you are absolutely like going crazy on these pipes. It is and just for the sake of it, give me a performance check. It's not necessary, but I just want to know how it goes.
Okay. Got a 9.
A 9. It could be better. You all feel fairly indifferent of this performance, and Jefferson, you're starting to think maybe he wasn't reading after all. And as you are playing, you all hear a bit of skittering from the outside through the window that is on this
For the wall.
floor.
Damn it! I was about to make that joke, and I held it back
And
because I
then
was like,
sweat
no.
drips down the tower. No, you hear a lot of skittering outside the window, and a few moments after, about 15 rats start making their way towards you, Theodore. They are just waiting orders.
I'm the Pied Piper. I mean, I'm the Pied Piper.
Yes.
Died Piper.
I'm the Psy Piper.
You see Nut going up to one of the rats and being like, trouble. Start scratching it.
Theodore just watches for a minute, just like everything's a cat to him.
I'm gonna put this in your inventory. It
That's
is
what they all
Yeah,
say.
put it right there. In the
It is the pipes of the sewers. But yeah, you can essentially summon some rats, and it's up to sort of my discretion how many rats are nearby, because it's within a half-mile radius. But I'd say you're pretty high up. You're not close to like a shit ton of rats, so you get to have a swarm if you so choose. But that is what these pipes will give you.
Got it. Theodore's just gonna make them start dancing.
Oh, this is incredible.
They're gonna start like spinning each other. They're gonna start swing dancing, is what it is.
Do they all have partners? Yeah, like throughout the dancing, or is it just kind of like a mosh pit of just like everybody's dancing with everybody?
They don't need to have partners. So the one that's out starts taking Knot. The one that Knot is scratching.
Nut.
Grabs Nut's hands and starts trying to swing dance with Nut.
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 Nut. Nut.
Nut.
Would anyone else like to look into one of my various items?
I put both of the rings in my hand and I go, "What's this?"
Oh,
Massive strength.
let's see. I know that darker one gives you extra safety in the heat of battle. And I don't remember exactly what that last one does, but I know that everybody was always fighting over it, or fighting because of... I don't remember.
So the one that he mentioned first gives you a +2 to your AC. He looks back down at his smattering of things and he goes,
I swore I had a coin here. Nut, did you drop the coin?
and then Nut is like, oh no, and then he goes back down like the stairs to try and look for the coin that you had swiped.
I go, is this one it? And I pull it out of the ear of the wizard.
Oh!
Theodore just starts clapping.
Bonbon also starts clapping.
The rats start clapping.
I will say, this one I don't know how to describe because I don't even know how it would really work in game, but it is an all or nothing coin. You can essentially use it as a means of having a 50-50 shot of either a crit success or a crit fail. And you can use it twice per short rest. I guess you're just like you're just like Two-Face.
Doug Spunny just like puts on a moniker of Two-Face. Just like puts on the Two-Face's costume. He's just like, fate.
So we don't know what the other ring does?
He does not fully remember what the ring does, but it may become apparent as time goes on.
Aw.
One side just is
ring and have a
burned.
baby?
The other side is Rachel.
I mean, I'm guessing the
Dakota ring.
one of the casters should have the AC ring.
I'll take the ring. I'm also interested in the glue, as I had an Arabian stallion, and it brings back fond memories.
Theodore just kind of like looks over at you with like a worried expression, just like, what?
My old friend Sparkle.
Oh, okay.
Pipe down. You had your turn.
More rats just show up.
I start
the
making
rats
like a
also
house
have
of cards out of rats.
I was gonna say they also have a horrified look when you hear about the horse.
Everything just has the same expression as me.
This vial is of some sovereign glue. If you can get it on to something, it basically will never come off. It needs to be applied for 1 minute, though.
And that is true. Like, sovereign glue is like you need something called a universal solvent or a wish spell in order to separate something that has been stuck together by sovereign glue.
In my universe, it's called WD-40, but like, you
Yeah,
know.
well, you try.
This shit's pretty powerful.
But you have one use of some sovereign glue. It's 1 ounce of it, so it's a 1 foot square surface amount of sovereign glue.
All we have left are these 2 bags.
I guess I'll take them.
One of them looks like a bag of holding, and the other one looks like a bag of beans.
Beans!
Beyond beans?
Pure beyond bean.
Do they just look like normal beans or?
No, these are no normal beans. These are like,
Birdie
you
bots,
know.
every flavor.
I was gonna say legally distinct Birdie Bots every flavored bean.
yes,
And he gives you like a
Bean
wink.
boozled?
these are like the good stuff, you know. This is a bag of very magical beans. You plant these into the ground, and after a short amount of time, something very wacky will happen. But you never know what it'll be.
Okay.
Does it have to be in the ground?
Where else are you gonna plant
Does
beans?
it have to bean?
Of course it has to be. What? Yes. Where else would you plant beans?
I mean, what if you like cook
What if you eat one?
If you eat it and it goes into your stomach, and then you poop it out later into the ground, and then maybe it gets planted that way. I don't know.
But what if it's technically planted in your stomach?
It doesn't. It's not like a technicality.
What if you eat dirt and then the bean? And then would that technically
Would you
be...
like to be the one to try such a thing?
A gentleman would never do anything so uncouth, but my companions might...
Give it to Theodore. He'll eat anything.
Theodore turns around and grabs the book that he was reading and flips through the pages real quick and sees an earth elemental and like points at it and goes, what if we put it in one of these guys?
Oh, Peter Patter, you all ask too many questions. Do you want the beans or no?
Bonbon's got beans.
If I can have them, sure. Then she just takes both of the
don't
bags, I
you-
guess.
Yeah, then you have what looks like the bag of holding. Are you putting something in the bag of holding?
putting
The
the
bag of
beans
beans
in
in
the
the bag of holding.
Are you?
Sure.
They all
Okay,
grow at
cool,
once.
Yeah, what happens if you put dirt in the bag of holding and then the beans in the bag of
Okay.
holding?
You put the bag of beans in the bag of holding.
Bagception.
Bag of beans, bag of holding. Bag of beans, bag of holding. Do, 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 do.
The rats start having a rap battle.
They just
Bag
start
of beans,
going
bag of
in.
holding. Yeah.
The entire time that conversation was happening, Karita, your character, you were just disagreeing with everybody on everything. Just like it doesn't matter what it is they say, like whether it's under your breath or out loud, you just disagree with them. You are not like willingly doing this. You would just find yourself on the other side every time somebody has something to say.
Hey, Doug, I really like the way you did the magic trick earlier.
It's kind of lame.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was really neat. But I mean, you know, if Doug Spunny, renowned Doug Spunny, thinks it's lame, it's gotta be.
Guess
It's
so.
a trick for kids.
I'm a kid.
Then it's for you, Bon Bon.
My cousin died in a bowl of cereal. He drowned in one, so.
What?
Like, was he in the whole thing? How big
He
was the bowl?
He was very small and it was a very large bowl.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
What kind of cereal was it?
It was, Raisin Bran.
Ew.
He
Worst way
died
to
in the
go.
sun.
Worst way to go.
Mhm.
Sounds pretty cool to me.
It seems our friend has come down with contrarian disease.
I'm perfectly fine.
Karita, roll an Arcana.
Okay.
What did you get?
4.
Can
Hey.
I roll an Arcana to
Yes,
figure out
yes,
what's...
you may. You may.
Okay. What's wrong with him?
There's nothing wrong with me.
15.
All right, yeah, you know that it's the ring that's making Doug Spunny act like a contrarian right now.
My good man, your ring is making you uncouth and pedantic.
No, it isn't.
There's no pans here. What? Well, there might be a pan. There might be a pan here.
I've got an idea.
What is it, Bon?
Doug,
What's up, Doc?
don't take off the
Oh,
Classic
no,
line.
you have to disagree since you're not talking.
ring. don't take off the ring.
I'm gonna take it off if I want to take it off.
No,
I take it
don't.
off.
Keep it on.
I thought it would be funny if I take it off and I go like almost no difference, and then I go, oh, they said don't take it off, and then I put it back on.
Tindarian says, well, it seems you've all had a piece of something that I've got to offer. So now, will you be on your way to...
Theodore's already down the stairs.
Oh,
Like, the moment he says you can be on your way, like, there's an after image of Theodore, and then it just wisps away.
A little dusty outline of him.
Yep.
So are you all also following Theodore on the way down to the stairs?
Yes,
Yep.
indubitably.
Can I sit on the rail and slide down?
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Yeah, how do we all go down? I go down fast.
23.
Yeah, no, you surf your way down.
Does
I
he
look
use-
like I'm just chilling.
Oh,
Like,
I was gonna say, does he use nut as a skateboard and grind down?
oh my god, poor nut.
Jefferson, before you even reach the stairs, you get within the range of the window that is nearby, and you then, through some magical means, are compelled and forced to jump out of the window.
Okay.
What was it that Jefferson grabbed again?
He was given the ring with the bonus to the AC.
Makes him more reckless.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
You got an 8.
Oh, well,
It
cool.
is not looking good on your way down.
Well, luckily for me, I have Featherfall.
Oh, hang on. I think I know what he wants done.
Want you to die.
I'm gonna use my feet, my tune time.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 3 charges.
3 charges. Okay. And then that would yield you a D8.
Ooh, I got a 2.
A 2.
For a total of 10.
You go from having your back facing towards the ground to your stomach facing towards the ground. You are now facing towards the ground as you are falling.
Oh.
But I can cast Feather Fall if they're within 60 feet as a reaction.
Sure, if you'd like.
Yeah.
Right when things seem dire for you, Jefferson, you close your eyes when you brace for impact, and then all you do is feel your feet gently touch the ground. And you're okay.
I softly fall like a feather.
Mm-hmm.
I even do the motion back and forth. I sway back and forth like a feather, falling.
Bonbon's gonna run over to the window. Are you all right?
Yes, madam, I am perfectly fine. I was rescued by a miraculous spell.
No, you weren't.
Thank goodness. And then, can she just just hover down?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna do that.
Does she spin her ears, or am I insane for thinking that?
I'm pretty sure it's the spinning her ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses her ears as like little propellers to hover down.
After all that,
The lightning strikes one more time. It's just...
Oh no! Like everyone's like sliding down the stairs and whatnot. Jefferson jumps out of a window. Bonbon's like, oh wow, and then just glides down.
You all see Tindarius the Green at the window, which again, when you make it to the bottom of the tower, you look back up and it really doesn't seem like it's all that tall, but like when you flew down and when you and Jefferson, same with you, when you fell, it definitely had that height to it, like if it was a real tower.
Mm-hmm.
But when he peeks his head out of the window to yell down at you all, it still seems like he's so much closer, and he just says, "Good luck on your adventure, and please do your best to bring back the recipe of Grammy's apple pie."
All right, I'll make sure to get it.
Okay. Before you guys head out on to your quest to get to this bakery, I will need two of you to volunteer to just roll a d6.
I'll do it. 6.
A gentleman will accompany Theodore in his quest. I got a 1.
You got a 1.
And so our lovable bunny adventurers head on towards the bakery, but it will take some time, and along the way they find themselves on a dirt path, and they hear a commotion in the trees surrounding them. What will they do next? I don't know.
Can I stealth?
You may stealth. Yeah, roll me a stealth. Are you trying to hide, or are you trying to like sneak your way through?
I want to sneak.
Okay.
I rolled a dirty 20.
Where are you sneaking anywhere in particular, Doug Spunny?
I think I'm just gonna try to stay like maybe behind some trees. Wait, what's my speed? 30 feet probably?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Would
30
we have-
feet. I have to do some measuring.
You get real fucking low and real quiet. You start sneaking, bobbing and weaving through trees as quiet as can be. No, I don't know. Like, I think, was that what you were going to try and ask, Andrew, is like, do you guys even notice?
Yeah.
If you want to attempt
What's your passive
to notice,
perception?
I was about to say, like, what is...
Definitely not that high.
Where do I find that?
13.
Oh, 13 as well.
Yeah, no, it doesn't even... she was in the back. It like, didn't even occur to you guys.
Doug?
We actually only showed up with 3 people.
Yeah. The rats will suffice.
From the distance you hear, no, you didn't.
But from where you're at, give me a perception check.
That's a 22.
A 22. With that perception check that you got, though, Doug Spunny, from where you are standing, you are sort of scanning the woods, and you notice there's like this set of like vines that are vaguely humanoid-ish kind of shape to it, as much as they are blended into the trees around. And it also seems like it had a bit of movement to it.
Can I summon my mage hand and point towards it so that the party sees, and then do it thumbs down?
It like taps one of them on the shoulder
Yeah,
and
yeah,
points
yeah.
over in the
Yeah.
other direction.
Yeah, Theodore, you just see this random mage hand appear in front of you, trying to get your attention to look over in the direction that Doug Spunny is slunking down into the woods.
So he sees this and jumps real quick and has that moment where he kind of jumps out of his clothes and back into him. Seeing it and watching as it points over, it's like, Okay, all right. Gotta be serious. Focus. Jefferson, there's somebody over there.
We gotta be extra quiet. Look out!
There's somebody over there? All right, my good men and madam, it's time we roll up our sleeves and get into some action. There's some kind of monstrosity over there. Let's plan, prepare, and kick its butt.
We're fighting something?
There was a thumbs down. So it could be bad, but it's not necessarily bad.
I make the mage hand do like the finger
So.
across his throat.
Oh.
Motion.
Okay, well, Theodore, give me an insight check. I want you to see if you can ascertain what the hand is trying to tell you.
17.
17, yeah, you know that Doug Spunny is trying to say, let's fucking kill this thing.
It's like, it could be not a bad guy, but Doug says it's worth attacking, so he like buffs up and pulls out his hand crossbow, and just pulls out his crossbow and just fires in that direction.
He takes his thumb and he blows into it and it gets muscles. He puffs up all big and
just spins around. He has a cigar in his mouth now, and he has like a Vietnam War helmet going on. He just
I feel like that would be if
fires.
he was a barbarian. That's how he would rage.
Fire.
Into his stomach with the muscles.
yeah.
He has no idea where it's at specifically, but he's gonna fire in the direction that Doug's finger pointed. So you're just gonna give it a shot,
Probably with disadvantage then.
most likely. Well, actually, I'm sorry. It's gonna be a slingshot. It's gonna be my big slingshot.
Wait, what's the distance? What's the range on that thing you got?
So the range is 80,
Jesus
Christ. And then 320. 19 with disadvantage. just.
Sure.
He has a rat, and he uses one of the rats in the slingshot and just fires it at the blight.
Oh no. Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh,
Oh
9.
my god, dude.
Let's go.
Yeah, you I don't even know what happens to the rat.
I assumed you'd go, it puts on one of those German army hats with the spikes on the top.
Yeah,
and
there we
just
go,
sort of
there we go.
pencil dives into it.
I'm gonna have to rely on you guys for cartoonish
Hell yeah, I'm
behavior.
100% down for my rats just to start doing random cartoon shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Let's
go.
go.
As they are launched, he puts on a helmet and just headbutts this fucking vine blight in the head. And after that, you start to see some movement, especially you, Doug Spunny, because you're right there. And let's roll some initiative. Actually, let's not. Hi, everybody. It's me, Shane from the future. This is my apology video because we used a very cool and kind of broken virtual map, and I didn't record any of it. So combat happened, and it was fun. So I'm just going to have to skip past a good chunk of it. But I promise that when we get to the bakery, there will be something on screen for all of that.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Coward, milk water in his vein. Charlatan.
Do you just have like a list of words off to the side that you're just using?
No.
No.
I just know Mark knows these like off the top
Yeah,
of his
no, I just
fucking
know
head.
these.
This is the way you said those last ones. Looked like you looked over at a different screen. Was just like Charlatan.
Charlatan!
You just have like a sheet of paper.
No
Just-
bones!
I'm missing what word I'm actually trying to think of. I can't remember what a good word for coward is that I'm trying to think of, so I just said whatever came to
Running
mind.
with your tail between your legs!
Craven was the word I was looking for.
Good job, everybody. Wait, I need to do that thing that I always do.
Look.
There we go.
Yay.
Theodore spins his slingshot, puts it over his back, and then melts into a pile. Oh, thank God, it's over.
So, as I mentioned before, too, it will be about a day and a half's worth of travel by foot to this bakery, so you guys will have to hunker down
Nary a
at some
scratch.
point. Would you guys like to make a bonfire of sorts? How would you guys like to sort of set up
bonfire?
a bonfire?
Yeah,
You have to light bonbon on fire.
Well, I mean, I also do have create bonfire, so
Oh, shit.
Create bonbon!
Yeah, you guys, however you want to sort of like set up for camp for the night. You may do so. Yeah, I mean, Bonbon, you can work on the campfire. Theodore, what would you like to do? Are you just resting after that close encounter with death?
Close encounter of the specter kind. He's going to go over and check on his rat.
Oh, the one that he launched?
Yeah, the one that he launched.
It looks like it's sort of resting after such a powerful hit against the vine blight, and then by the time you reach the rat, it stands back up on 2 feet and salutes at you.
Theodore gives him a salute right back, just like, good job, soldier. Come join the rest.
You can see tears in this rat's eyes. It knows it did a damn good job.
There's a promotion for you in the future.
Jefferson Hour, what are you up to as the night comes about?
Jefferson would like to use prestidigitation to clean a 1 cubic foot. What's a cubic?
Like width by length by height.
Yeah, foot by foot by foot.
Yeah.
So I was hoping to clean the area around where I was going to sleep, turn it into a nice white and black marble, so I can have a fancy place to sit down and sleep.
Okay.
Wow.
You can do that.
It
Fucking
feels like home.
pompous, I guess, well, fucking... I gotta have his fancy little flurries, or I can't leave my house on my iPhone.
I'm sorry, the poor winds don't reach my rich ears.
Doug Spunny, what are you doing before I fucking murder Jefferson Hour?
Can I make like a makeshift like hammock hanging off of a tree branch?
Yeah, I'll have you roll for this one. Go ahead and do I'd say this is survival, since it's sort of like part of the
I'm not
woods.
good at that. Yeah, no, that's a 5 total.
Yeah, no, it's a great hammock. And when you try to lay about in it, it does that thing where it like starts spinning kind of rapidly and wrapping you up in the hammock itself. And then by the time it actually stops, you are like entangled in this hammock.
I just give up and go to sleep.
You're just in the fucking woods.
You might hear some muffled
Oh boy. Yeah, I was going to say, if there's anything else that anyone wants to do for the night.
Theodore's going to set up a minor illusion to have like a 5-foot square set up as if it's a nice little hotel for his rats.
Oh, jeez.
He's going to be like, it's not much that I can do for you guys, but just know in the future, once we get a good payoff, I'll be able to put you up in the finest hotel.
Give me I'm trying to decide, do I want to make you roll for the hotel or the fact that you just said what you just said? Give me a persuasion check. See if you can really interest these rats into the life that you are promising them.
16.
16? Yeah, all right, they're on board. They all start looking around at each other and nodding. They're just like, me.
We're going to make it big. Hollywood's never going to see a troupe like us in their life.
And they all start piling into the this illusory hotel. Even if it's nothing, they're still just gonna like group up together while underneath the illusion.
Jefferson Hour wants to cast Alarm at first level.
Okay.
So is there like a spot in this woods that like, I'm thinking like maybe down south where there's no one guarding? Like I would like an alarm just in case something comes. So I don't want anything to sneak up on us. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand. I think it says, you choose a door, a window, or an area within a range that is no larger than a
not exactly
20-foot cube. Okay, yeah, you can definitely get a good like 20 feet of coverage.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, no, you can do that pretty easily.
Okay, cool.
So you guys are all just gonna go to sleep for the night?
Theodore reaches up and grabs the sun, puts it down.
There he goes.
Oh no, you unscrew it like a light bulb.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
No, you take a bite out of it and now it's the moon.
You take a bite out of a light bulb and you have glass in your mouth. You got all your cartoon isms mixed up and then you end up just doing like the worst possible one.
Ow, 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 ow. Oh, man.
Okay, you can all take a long rest. The night was a fairly easy one, thankfully, especially with one of yours all wrapped up in a hammock in the woods.
I was gonna say, especially with Theodore crying in the corner after eating last.
He's like, hospital.
Yeah, he's like doing a light hop. It's just like, as if it's hot and spicy. He's just like blowing on his mouth like.